All right. So welcome everyone to my first webinar of the year. I'm excited. New year, new wealth webinar. Let's see. There we go. So let's get started. So how many of y'all trying to make some money this year in 2025?
Me.
Yay, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep, me.
Me, it should be a lot of me's, right? Okay, cool. That's what I want to hear. All right. So basically what we're going to go over tonight, we're going to have an introduction. So this is a little different, even for the folks that have been on my webinars before. I'm doing a little different this time, the new year, we about to change some things, right? So how many of y'all want to own real estate, hotels, or multifamily this year? Or even invest, invest. You can put it in the chat too. Best. You can put it in the chat.
I'm a new investor.
Okay. Yeah, let's put it in the chat. Okay, Josh, Tamara, Hardeep, Tamara, Teresa, Bill, Devin. Okay. Diane. All right. Okay. And then, so how many of y'all think it's possible? Y'all can put it in the chat. Let's put it in the chat. Okay, so y'all do think it's possible, because I know with some folks in here that became hotel investors just within the past couple of months. So they started off in 2025 doing something different. Okay, so we got some folks who think it's possible. That's what I'm talking about. We in the right room. What's up, Jamal? We got HRA in the house. That's that Higher Regency Atlanta. Y'all know nothing about that. All right. And so, yeah, so tonight we're going to talk about all that and how we can make it happen. Again, the introduction, wealth mindset, shifting perspectives, because you really can't create or generate wealth without having the right mindset, real estate investing, building a solid foundation, side hustle strategies, turning passion into profit, and hopefully, we'll leave some time for Q&A. All right. So now let me explain why folks call me the queen of hotel investing and why for the next hour you are in excellent hands. So when I started off as a front desk agent at the Hyatt Regency Atlanta over 15 years ago, I even have some folks who I used to work with so they can validate my story that I actually worked at the front desk, because some folks don't be believing me. I'm like, oh yes, I have, okay? I put my time in. I worked at just about every shift at the hotel, 6 a.m. to 2, 3 to 11, 1 to 9:30, 3 to 11 night audit called off. So I had to stay from 11 to 7 a.m. So think about that, y'all. I had to work from 3 p.m. to 7 in the morning. So yes, I put my time in, just like other folks who've been in the operations and who had to work in the 24-hour business. So sometimes it's legit team no sleep, because what stays open a lot of times during natural disasters? Hotels and hospitals and other emergency first responders. All right. So I didn't think it was possible to invest in a hotel, let alone own a hotel, when I was working in the front desk over 15 years ago. And so fast forward, managed over $1 billion in assets, author of books on hotel ownership, currently have $30 million in assets under management. I've been featured in just about everything with the exception of Essence. So I'm like, come on, Essence. I'm just waiting for my call, y'all. I'm just waiting. And I've received numerous awards. So fortunate to receive numerous awards from Georgia State University, 40 Under 40, my alma mater. The International Site of Hospitality Consultants Emerging Leader. Oh, and the Atlanta Business Chronicle Women of Influence. So I'm gonna say that we gonna wait. Actually, no, we gonna have this conversation now. So how many of y'all have had that conversation with your bank account before? Where you like, I need you to move in the positive direction. Larry said night audit made me realize I was always the first thing in the morning. I can attest to that F&B. Okay, Andrew, I know you are definitely the F&B expert. Yeah, okay, right. It's like, look, look, bank account, what we doing today? What we doing this week? What we doing this month? And how many of y'all know that it's expensive to be broke? It really is. I'm like, why is it so expensive to be broke? It's very is expensive to be broke. And you like, what? But in order for me to get to here, to co-owning three hotels across 2 different states, that's an 85-room Home2 Suites in El Reno, Oklahoma. I have 145-room Staybridge Suites in Indianapolis Fishers, a Hampton Inn Suites in Scottsburg, Indiana. We're actually selling all 3. And these are my brands. In 2017, I actually became a full-time entrepreneur. I started the Vaughn Group. In 2021, I launched Stay Black Experience, which is a directory of Black-owned hotels. Investor, I launched in 2022, which is a crowdfunding platform for commercial real estate where you can invest or raise capital. We have some folks who've actually invested in deals on Investor. So their lives and mindsets have already changed in Investor Academy, which is the educational arm. So again, as I mentioned, I had to change my mindset to get from having conversations with my bank account, realizing it's expensive to be broke. I really had to change the mindset. And so what happened was my cousin asked me, Davon, are you surviving or thriving? Now, how many people know the difference between surviving and thriving, right? Some folks are probably like, well, what does that mean? So surviving is like when you barely making it, you're just doing whatever you can to survive, even if it doesn't make sense, even if it doesn't align with your goals, you just doing it. You like, look, I need to put food on this table. I need to feed these kids. I got to keep these lights on. I got to stay warm. I'm just trying to get this registration on my car. Like, I'm just trying to put gas in this car. I'm just trying to get on the bus. You like, look, all this other stuff you talk to Davon, I'm this is where I'm at. Okay. So I'm surviving. And when you're in that space, it doesn't leave the space for you to thrive because you're just taking on anything just to survive. And I know it's hard because you're like, I'm literally just to survive. I'm not trying to be homeless. Like, I'm one step from being homeless. So I have no other choice, and I get that, right? But thriving is when you're living your best life. Your mentality, it has a capacity to think of abundance. How many people understand that abundance is your birthright? Right? Right? It's your birthright. So thriving again is when you're living your best life and money comes to you flowingly. And you're probably thinking, okay, Davon, how do you know? Okay, clearly, if my cousin asked me that question, I've been in that space before. And you know what? I actually get this question a lot. And it really didn't dawn on me until I was putting together this presentation. The number one question I get is, Davon, how did you become a hotel owner? I get that question all the time, right? And I always say, oh, I started as a front desk agent. And no, really, I became a hotel owner because I shifted my circle. I got into rooms where they were hotel owners, right? When you're working in operations, 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10, you're not with the owner directly. If you're working for the owner. And even if you're working directly with the owner, you still don't have the mindset of owning a hotel because you're in the surviving mindset. Does that make sense? I was in so many rooms before where I didn't have the mindset to even think of ownership until I shifted my circle, and so I started being around people who were my age, under 30 at the time, owning hotels. That's when the light bulb went off, and that's when opportunities came to me to become a hotel owner. So I shifted my circle. I started to learn that abundance was my birthright. And I set a goal, right? So question for you all. if you notice, millionaires hang around millionaires, billionaires hang around billionaires, you know, hotel owners stay around hotel owners. You're typically broke people hang around broke people. Right? So y'all see where I'm going? Broke people hang around broke people. So it's hard for me to be in a room where a whole bunch of broke people giving advice on how to make money. See, clearly either you not taking your own advice or you just your advice is horrible. That's why you're in a situation where you are. And typically millionaires and billionaires, when you're in that space, or the hotel owners, they give each other advice. One thing I realize about rich people or wealthy people, they like to make more money. That's what they do. Now it's the point where they just want to make all the money that they can. So typically when you get to a certain level, the competition is fun, right? It's, well, I'm gonna make more money than you. But guess what? It's still collaboration, and they share ideas. And guess what they talk about? They talk about making more money. All right. So if you're in a room where you're the only person that's thinking about thriving, and you're the only person that's thinking about abundance, and you're around a whole bunch of people that don't have that same mindset, it's going to be very hard for you to really get to that next level, to really understand that abundance is your birthright, because it's pulling you down. So yes, the conversations definitely changes. We tracking, we on the same page, we still rolling. Man. So how many of you feel that you need to elevate your new circle? Mm-hmm. 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 Few circles. Yeah, so do I. I got a few circles too. I was Paulette. How you know I was gonna call you out? I was about to call you out. Can I call you out? Paulette is definitely changing her circle. She a part of the inner circle. She is a property manager. She even managing some of my properties, right? And now she's about to be in a space where she can manage others. She gonna be consulting folks. So for the folks that have multifamily or apartments or residential, and they don't know what they're doing when it comes to property management, or they need some assistance, go ahead and shout out Paulette, okay? Because she knows what to do. Again, but it's about that circle, right? So being in that space when you get around, because people, when you get into certain circles, people want to help you. We want to help each other, because guess what? We all want each other to grow, because at one point in life, we knew what it was like when we didn't have help, right? We knew what it was like when somebody helped us, right? So again, in order for me to live that life, I had to start spending time with people who already had it, right? I started spending time, you know, with millionaires and billionaires, and I saw how they operate. I saw how they were efficient. I saw the conversations, and I saw how they interacted with people. I saw how they interacted with other millionaires and other billionaires and other business owners. And I started to really study and understand that, and it started to change I see their house, and I see how they're living and the lifestyle that, and I'm like, well, you know what? If they can have it, I can have it too. They put on their pants just like I put on my pants. Why can't I have that same lifestyle? That's the mindset I started having. You know, if they taking their kids, I can do that too. Right. And so that's why I created my own inner circle, you know, where we're challenging each other. And if you don't have a inner circle group and you're looking for one, trust me, I'm gonna let you know. But you definitely have to understand that abundance is your birthright. And some people, they just don't have it, but you have to be willing to stretch your goals. Okay. You have to be willing to do it. It's time to capitalize on. I know this, right? You don't have a circle yet. Yes, 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 exactly. So, what's the number to live the life you want? Do y'all have a number? And if you haven't, I would start thinking about it. What is the number? Like, if I had X amount of dollars in my bank account, what kind of life do I want to live? So, okay, if I wanted to live this type of life, what is the number I need to have in my accounts? All of my accounts. What is my net worth? What does my assets need to look like? Right now, we're still having a conversation with our bank account, but now we're having it in a different way. We're having it in a more positive way. We're like, okay, you know what, bank account, this is what you're gonna look like. This is what I need you to look like so I can live this life. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in the atmosphere that my bank account gonna look like this because this is the life that I want to have. These are the assets that I want to have. This is what I want my children to have. This is what I want to do this year, you know? So what's that number? What does it look like? Do you have it in writing, right? So then the next question I want you to think about, do you have a plan to reach that number? I want to increase my net. Go, Harmon, with the number in the goal. Okay, with the deadline. Okay, Paulette, I just need a deadline. I need a deadline, Paulette. Go ahead, Miss Shirley. Tamara said, need to retire. I know that's right. Look, that's all I need at the expenses. Look, 3.5 million or more. And see, that's what I help my inner circle with. Like, this is what we're working on, right? These are the conversations that we're having. I said, Paulette, what are you good at? Well, I'm good at, well, let's go. Let's put a plan together, right? And let's put a plan together so you can reach your goals. So you can have that conversation. And then hold you accountable. Say, because I'm reaching out to make sure you did it now. So that's what we do, and we also help each other, right? Business opportunity, exactly. So what are you willing to invest? I'm gonna give y'all a quick story time, right? So I actually know someone who used to use a HELOC. So a HELOC is a home equity line of credit for those who don't know. And they actually use that to invest in a hotel. It's a hotel investment opportunity. I think the minimum was like 50 or 75,000, I can't remember. And they didn't have the cash on hand to invest, but they really wanted this opportunity because they knew that their goal was to become a hotel owner and they wanted to start off as an investor. So that's what they did. They took it. Now, again, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you all to do that. If you decide to do that, definitely speak with a financial advisor or a CPA. But they use their HELOC to invest in a hotel. So they took out the line of credit, they took out the HELOC, took out a HELOC loan, invested in a hotel. They ended up selling their home and moving. So guess what that did, you guys? That actually paid off that HELOC. And then, so they paid off that HELOC, right? So it paid off that loan. And guess what? The hotel was able to make a profit. So they were able to generate a profit from that HELOC. So those are just some different strategies, right, that we discuss and we go over to get you to position you so that way you can, turn your dreams into reality. But my question for you is, what are you willing to invest to get to those numbers for you to live the life you want to live? What are you willing to invest to actually put and strategize a plan and execute a plan to get you together, okay? All right, I got another story. Let's see. And it's not just money, right? It's time. So what are you willing? Think about that. What are you willing to invest from a money and a time perspective? All right, I'm gonna share a testimonial. Let's see. I'm gonna share something from one of my inner circle members. Can y'all see my screen? What do y'all see? Do y'all see somebody talking?
Just the hyperlink. Daisy
Not
Brown.
yet. Okay, I'll show it. Hold on. They didn't do it yet. Okay, let's get it together. Okay.
My experience, and I tell Davon all the time.
Can y'all hear it?
That it changed my life. It changed me and my husband's life. Because before we got in the inner circle, we were doing some real estate, but we were just doing some residential. So we were, just buying houses, holding them, renting. And, it's a very funny and long story, how I even came across Davon name. We were actually in Ghana. I met a young lady there who, invested in hotels and told us about Davon. I came back and COVID happened and we went right into her mastermind and her inner circle at that time. And then we just learned a lot about, investing in hotels, multifamily, lots of different ways of how you syndicate, what you do, how you do it, taking the course, going through the classes. But I would say the best education came from actually investing. Like she said, we're a little bit older. So mostly what we do is, we invest with partners inside of the inner circle. The latest one we just invested with Bruce them in Belize. So we're pretty excited about that one as well. But, actually, we're getting ready to do an active fund. It's much more active than we've ever been. We're both retired Air Force. We're both retired military. And so we're getting ready to do our first, now that we understand things a lot better, we're getting ready to do our first, real estate fund. So we're getting ready to do a $5 million real estate fund for military. And I always say it's like FUBU for you, by us, for us. Yeah, so it's by military for military. And so, that kind of aligns with our passion of who have we been all our life, what we like to work with. And it's so interesting and amazing that, I got to go to the last Hilton event, which was like super cool. It was very intimate, maybe 30 people in the room. And that whole idea of this fund was born there. Me, 3 other people met. We all have been in the military, and there you go. You know what I mean? And there you go with $5 million already getting ready to raise this money to start this fund. And the people in the room, you always got people with different strengths. Yours might be in this, someone else's might be in that. And so, it's a pretty cool place to be. You get access to the deals that come in, So I say a lot of times it's the deals before the deal. So deals before they go public, if that kind of makes sense to you. So that's really cool about it too. It's just, if you want to be in this space, I would say, being somebody in the circle. That's right. That's pretty much how I feel.
Let's see. All right, let's see, stop sharing. Okay, let me share my screen. So what Miss Daisy was talking about was the Hilton. So we went to one of the inner circle events. We went to Hilton's headquarters. It was an invite only event. And so the Hilton team presented about their there we go. Presented on their just if you want to become a Hilton owner, pretty much. And so again, it was invite only. They had a private session the night before, and it was just able to really connect with people. Went out to to dinner and just got a chance to connect with each other and meet with some Hilton execs and meet directly with the Hilton people. For the folks who try to reach out to Hilton to get something done and they don't get a chance to hear back, but you were able to meet with the top execs. And so it walked through the different components of developing and buying a hotel with Hilton. So meaning the financing part, the management companies part. So pretty much all of the things that you need to buy a hotel, including the different brands that Hilton offers that are really good for first-time hotel owners. So that's what we talked about. That's what Daisy was referring to when she said Hilton. So we talked about mindset. Now let's shift over here to real estate investing, right? So 90% of millionaires actually come from real estate. I'm sure y'all heard that quote before, all right? I mean, real estate has definitely changed my life, and definitely changed my balance sheet. How about you all? Yes. So how many of y'all feel like you need the inner circle? Who needs the next level real estate investment support? So basically what I have a question. So what's the inner circle? So what the inner circle is uh basically my mastermind, right? It's where you make an investment into yourself with your time and resources. And I work with you directly. Whatever your real estate goals or marketing or business strategies is actually evolved. It used to be just real estate, and now it's evolved into, people have side businesses, and, I help them with the marketing or connections. And so basically my resources and my connections are your resources and connections. And also, it's also within the group as well. As Daisy just mentioned, deals are done within the group. You get access to private events throughout the year. So we'll have 6 different events where we'll actually tour the brand headquarters. So Hilton, Marriott, Choice, Red Roof Inn, where it's an invite only for the inner circle, where your IHG, where you'll get the tour, the headquarters, and actually meet with the brand reps. And answer any questions you may have about getting to the hotel ownership space with that particular brand. We have monthly webinars where we'll have high-level experts coming in and talking about different subjects. So we'll have someone talking about basically wealth strategy. She's a stock expert, and she helped people create 6, 7, 8-figure stock portfolios. So she's going to come in and speak to the inner circle, right? We're going to have the brand reps come in. We're going to have a life insurance expert come in. We're going to have a funding expert come in. She actually works directly with the banks. And so she's going to come in and walk you through what the banks want to see, what the banks are looking for. She's going to walk you through that to help you get more funding for your business or for your real estate opportunity. So basically what I'm doing and what the inner circle is just taking your wealth and taking your business and taking your real estate portfolio to the next level. And you're also going back to what I mentioned before, you're in a room with like-minded individuals, right? So we talk about real estate investing, right? We talk about passive investing, active investing, or both, right? And so with the passive investing, REIT stocks, real estate investment trusts or stocks, just pretty much about all the major brands have, they're publicly traded and you can invest in their stocks, right? So those are folks who want to do passive. REITs pretty much is companies who have REITs. You can invest in their real estate. They have to distribute 90% of the profits to the investors. Crowdfunding, you can invest directly through crowdfunding. And private investing is when you work with a hotel owner directly. So quick case study. All right. So these are my 2 hotels. Remember, I don't know if I mentioned, but we're selling all these hotels. Oh, I do want to make a disclaimer. This is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes as well. Definitely work with your CPA, not pitching a deal or offer, just give you, what's going on with these 2 properties that we're selling. So partners and I, we purchased this Indiana portfolio, $17.8 million purchase, and we purchased it in 2021. We are selling them. We're under contract. The Staybridge is being sold for about $14 million. The Hampton Inn is being sold for $8.9 million. Here's a strategy for you. All right, we purchased the Staybridge. We purchased both hotels for $17.8 million. The Staybridge alone, by us selling it, will wipe out the loan for the Hampton Inn. So that Hampton Inn is straight profit when we sell it, because we wiped out the loan. So that's a 19% return on investment to our investors, right? So these are some of the strategies that we discuss in the inner circle, right? These are some of the things we have. Someone by the name of Tommy Bayer, who's our asset manager. He's going to be there helping you find deals. He helped find some of our other inner circles some deals that they have that they're currently raising capital for and currently under contract. So this is, again, what the case study, and you're working with me directly, you're working with other experts directly, you're getting that handheld. I know there are a lot of other communities and masterminds, and you don't get to talk, you get to talk to all these different coaches, and you lost and you confused, and you like, look, this is not what I signed up for, right? Like, so no, I'm really passionate about having folks, you know, they can contact me directly. You know, we'll try to work something out where, you know, hey, if I can't help you, I'm gonna put you with the right person. Let's put some strategies together to make you some money, right? And this is for somebody who, if you don't have anything, you just want to start off and you want to build. Okay. All right. So I got another testimonial. Okay, let me see. Stop sharing. Okay, there we go. Let me share it again. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is another. Okay.
Yvonne has been a great experience for me. She's an educator, a connector, very generous with her time and her knowledge, and very much as busy as she is, very accessible. I would recommend anyone looking to get into the hospitality industry as a hotel investor or hotel owner to work with Davon. She's very knowledgeable, has a lot of experience, and has created dozens, if not hundreds, of other hotel owners and investors. Working with Davon Head and being part of her inner circle has been extremely instrumental in the formation of my hotel investment fund. She's helped connect me with the right people for the fund creation and the future fund management and hotel management. Without her, I'm not sure how I would have been able to pull this off.
All right, that's Ramel. He actually was just featured in Black Enterprise. I said, oh my goodness. So it's you know, cause with the fund that he just launched. So we just talk about different strategies and marketing strategies. So I'm a self-taught marketer. I think I've done okay with marketing. Yeah, I heard about me in PR. But another thing that is way to get to wealth is entrepreneurship and having your own business. So how many people on here are 9-to-5ers? Y'all still have a 9-to-5? Yes, I love it. I love it. Hey, Mr. Liney. Yes, okay. And y'all are never gonna hear me talk bad about 9-to-5ers. I know it's some folks on these internet streets that talk bad about 9-to-5ers. I don't do that because, for one, y'all keep the economy going. 2, y'all get benefits. Some of y'all probably even have an expense account. And 3, the 9-to-5ers are the ones that help and support entrepreneurs. So y'all ain't gonna ever hear me. Don't ever feel bad about being a 9-to-5er. And guess what? The majority of my investors are folks that have full-time jobs. So I hate it when people are embarrassed that they have a 9-to-5. I hate when people, you know, they talk back. I just don't believe in that because that just don't make. How you gonna down somebody that's making money? That's crazy. All right. So now, how many folks in here are full-time entrepreneurs or they have a side hustle? They got a side job. Okay, 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 okay. So monetizing passions, monetization strategy, right? Building your brand. And guess what? Leveraging AI. How many of y'all really leverage AI? Well, how many people know what AI is? AI stands for artificial intelligence. So basically ChatGPT, that's probably the most well-known. And then Gemini now with Google, it keep popping up on my Gmail. Never used it. Paulette, yeah, we're gonna have to talk, girl. We have to get you on this AI. I'll always be a flight attendant for a benefit. Exactly. I want to be a flight attendant to my side hustle. I know that's right. I used to get discounts flying Delta. I know that's right. While I was working at the Hyatt. I know that's right. That's why I done bought me a hotel so I can keep my discounts. AI is a tool in my marketing and virtual assistant. Exactly. AI is great for maximizing efficiency and analyzing large pieces of data. Exactly. Y'all better get into this AI game so it could save y'all some time to generate some money. And y'all can use that for y'all marketing and and assistance and all types of stuff. I use it all the time. AI is my best friend, my new best friend. Okay. So that's the big thing about entrepreneurship is, again, monetizing your passion, right? So a lot of times what people do, they turn their passion into profit, right? They turn, like, I'm pick on Paulette, right? She's really good at property management. She's really good at that. So we try to figure out, okay, what is your passion? What do you like to do? Because a lot of times with entrepreneurs, and I'm guilty of it myself, and I'm a Gemini, so that's double all over the place. So a lot of times you just get all over the place, right? And so a lot of times you just have to focus on one thing, right? What do you like to do? And I was told this again with that question, are you surviving or thriving? Davon, focus on what you like to do and the money will come. Now, of course, you like, but I need it to come like today, like right now. And of course you want that, but when you love what you do, the money does come, the wealth, the opportunities, the universe, I can't, it's so hard until it hits, you're like, oh my gosh, that's what she was talking about. But again, it's going back to that mindset. You really have to believe that it's going to happen. If you say, man, that ain't going to happen to me, then guess what? It's not. But the fact that you all are here, the fact that you all showed up, you like, you know what, it could be a possibility. I want to change my mindset for 2025 moving forward. How about, what was y'all 2024 looking like? Was it good or bad? You like, whoop, I'm glad it's over. It was great. Y'all had a great 2024. Y'all had a good, I'm alive. Right. She was like, whoop, I'm alive. Right. How about 2023? What was 2023 looking like? It was good. You made it. You was alive too. Learning, exhausted. You like, look, I'm glad 2025 is here. The struggles prep, the growth mindset to be in overdrive. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. Come through with that positive attitude. That's how I look at it. Everything is a learning lesson, right? Everything, I always try to find the positive in everything that I do. See, we always wanted to work, and for the people who are religious, we always wanted to work how we wanted to. But for the people who are, leave it in God's hands, and he come at the ninth hour, and you're like, dang it, did you really just come through for me? Right? So what's your path to new wealth in 2025, right? Having that millionaire mindset for some of the folks who are not millionaires, and some folks on here who are, having that millionaire mindset, getting into that real estate investing, which could help you get to your pathway of reaching the wealth and the financial goals that you're looking to achieve that you said earlier, and having those entrepreneurship strategies, right? Those are two things. And for my 9-to-5ers, these are and some folks are already doing it. And some folks like, oh, I didn't even think it was possible that I could do it, right? I didn't know it was possible that I could use my retirement to invest in a hotel, right? going back to, matter of fact, let me go back to this hotel. These hotels right here, the majority of the investors, majority of my investors actually use their retirement to invest in these hotels. So the stock market is doing like what, 6 to 8%, 6 to 10%, right? This hotel at ROI at 19%, right? That's the projected return on investment that is going to go back to their retirement fund, right? So these are some of just different strategies on leveraging. And some folks are like, oh man, I don't have the money in my bank account. I'm like, well, do you have it in your retirement? Do you have it in your cash value life insurance? So we talk about different strategies and different ways to help you get to your goal. But again, when you're around different people that have created different ways or seen different ways of generating wealth and generating more money, than the conversation to be had. You wouldn't even thought about it. Nobody knows everything. So I don't like being the smartest person in the room. I love being around people who are smarter than me. I love being around people who got more money than me. I love all that stuff. Because guess what? I'm gonna learn something, and I love learning. I'm a sponge, okay? And you have to be willing, and you have to be able, and you have to be willing to receive the information. So if you're not following me, I'm on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn. If you're looking for hotel investment opportunities, we have Vestor.com, and hopefully you're a part of the Facebook group. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule. I know it's cold, it's snowing in some places, and you took the time to be with me tonight. So I really appreciate it. So I know we had some questions in the chat. So I'm gonna try to answer, and if I haven't already, let me see. Okay. All right. So for the folks, Larry, could you put in the chat the link? I'm offering the scholarship for the first 10 people to sign up. They'll get a $2,000 scholarship for my inner circle. Definitely put it in the chat for the folks who might be interested. Let's see. Okay, I think I answered all the questions. Okay, so we have a couple more minutes. Are there any questions? Yeah. Okay, it was a question. Is the inner circle for someone who is brand new to hotel ownership or investing? Yes, it is. So if you're new to hotel ownership or investing, I definitely recommend it. The inner circle for folks who are trying to get in hotels is for someone who's trying to do it probably within the next 2 to 3 years. Because it is an investment. Or some folks, they've joined it to help out with their marketing. They needed help with they were focusing more on, and some people joined, they wanted to get in hotels a little bit sooner than later. And now we're focusing on other things, but their goal is still to get a hotel. So I'm like, okay, well, what can we do to get you to your hotel, right? What can we do to get you there? Okay, don't have any more questions. Okay. Okay, it says, hope it's not too personal, but on the deal you use as a case study, did they cash flow each year? Did you make distributions on time? I'm going to be real honest with you. No. The hotels that I talked about, they did not cash flow each year. We actually had to bring in a management company. We had to fire the management company, and we brought in an asset manager, and we brought in a management company that turned the hotel around. Some years we did not distribute. We didn't distribute as much as we thought. And so we changed the management company last year, and we pretty much turned the hotel around in about 6 months. We added we added about $2 to $3 million valuation just by changing the management company and the asset management company. So I'm going to be honest. No, in some hotels, they don't make money, right? So, but it all depends on how you pivot. So it's 3 things that makes a hotel successful. It's the location, the brand, and the operator. So that hotel is in Indianapolis Fishers, thriving area. For those who in Atlanta, just think of it as like an Alpharetta, right? I don't know any other cities. I just know Atlanta because that's where I live. Or if you live in Philly, it's like King of Prussia, right? So that's what Indianapolis Fishers is. And so it's a great location. Brand is an IHG brand. And then the operator. So the operator, when we acquired the hotel, they were okay. That's actually how we found the deal. And then I don't know what happened. They weren't doing their job. And guess what? We had to get them out. So, which is challenging. It's not that easy to get a hotel management company out, which we talk about and get you ready for. So we had to bring in a new management company. The asset manager came in and turned the hotel around. And so we were able to generate a profit to our investors. And we were actually supposed to sell the hotel in 2026. So we're selling the hotel a year earlier than was projected. So we got another question. What exactly does hotel investing consist of? I talked about it a little bit before. So you could do the passive route, so investing in REITs or stocks, or you could do the active route where you own the hotel, meaning you are on the franchise, you are on, the loan, you're doing all the heavy work, meaning finding an asset manager, working with the management company, working with the investor, saying, hey, guess what? You won't be getting distribution this year. So so it's just different categories on how you want to approach hotel investing. But that goes back off to so the first thing I do when we meet, we put together a strategic plan and where you are. Because a lot of times people have great ideas and I love it. I don't ever down anybody's ideas. If you want to build a hotel on the moon, okay, well, let's figure out how, right? So we just have to figure out how you can do it. But then I'm also realistic. You may not be able to do it tomorrow, but what are the different ways that we can get you there? Okay, so it says, can you assist me with finding a consultant that specializes in building a hotel? That is why we have the inner circle. So the inner circle, that's what we do, because it's a lot of different levels when you're developing a hotel, and there's a lot of different people that you'll need to develop, and it's expensive, and you'll need the right people on your team. So it's not just, hey, I want to develop, like I have somebody in the inner circle now, they're developing a $100 million hotel. Right. And so, we need a builder, they need an interior designer, they need an architect. The money person said, hey, I'm not going to give you the money because you don't have a developer and you don't have this. Okay. And your construction costs are too high. I said, okay, wait a minute, no problem. I found them a developer and then we mitigated the construction costs. And then I found them an asset manager. I don't take no for an answer. So that lender said no, another money person will say yes. All right. And then it says, what are the rates of achieving your support? So we have different programs. We have payment plans available. We have 4 and 5 figure levels, depending on the support that you need or the events that we have an upcoming conference coming up. So definitely apply. We're sending an email out to you as well to get your contact information so that way we can talk you through it and see which program works for you. It says, so is it possible to own a hotel within a year? What's the best strategy to get started? It is possible to own a hotel within a year. The best strategy to get started is see how much money you have. Yep, that's the biggest thing. I'll be honest. Some folks be like, you get a hotel with no money, you get a house. No. Somebody has to have money. So may not be you, but somebody has to have money in order to get anything done. So I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna need money. Okay. Hotels are expensive. So what can you do to get your first deal? Again, get some money. We put together a strategy for you, ownership thesis. We try to find a deal that works for you for your budget. So where can you go to find hotels? Do you work with the broker? In the inner circle, a lot of so how it works, and it works like this in the real estate world too, and really in the hotel world, by the time the hotels get on the website, it already been shopped around. So a lot of times the deals that come to us is just through, hey, got a deal, are you interested? You're able to work directly either with the broker or work directly with the seller sometimes. So the biggest thing is what you can do to get your first deal is, one, get your money right, figure out where you want to buy your hotel. Figure out where you want to buy your hotel. And the thing is, if you don't have the money, like Daisy mentioned earlier, sometimes you have to partner with folks. Hotels are definitely capital intensive. So working with the right people or partnering with the right people, if you may not have the funds, you may have good credit, and you may partner with somebody who got bad credit and got money. And then y'all come together and buy a hotel. Or somebody may be really good at raising capital and the other person is not, and they're really good at numbers. So those are different ways on how you can get get into your first hotel. Or guess what? You like, look, I don't want to do all that, Davon. That sounds like a lot of work. You can just go to Vestor.com and invest. There are about 4 different hotel opportunities on Vestor.com. So you can go to Vestor.com for the folks and ask, you know, how is it possible to get into to invest in a hotel? You go to Vestor. To own a hotel is definitely possible. You just need to start looking and analyzing hotel deals. That's the best way to get started. You got to actually find a deal to analyze. Find a deal to buy. Okay. Any other questions? Youinvested.com. So I think you meant Vestor. I think that's what you're saying. Okay. Do we have any other questions? This is good.
I do, Davon.
Hi, Miss Belinda.
How are you?
I'm doing fabulous.
That's good.
You doing good?
Is there, yeah, I'm doing good. Is there a yearly cost to stay in the inner circle once you join?
No, yeah, it's not a yearly cost. Once you join, you just in it. Yeah, I got people
Oh,
that's been
okay.
in for years. Yeah,
Okay.
you grandfathered in. I'm
All
too
right.
nice.
Sounds good.
You're gonna get me in trouble with my coach. I'm too nice.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
She gonna get me in trouble. She gonna be like, no, ma'am. So y'all better get it before she had me change it. She was like, they gotta pay every year. I'm like, no, I got people that's been in there since 2020. They just paid one time.
God bless you for that.
But guess what? They're on
What?
their second hotel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're on their second hotel. And we got other folks, they did their first hotel last year. So it's just it's a community, friends. I done got invited to baby showers and it's definitely
Oh,
it's a community.
that sounds good.
We have
Yeah.
investor
Well,
retreat and it's a
oh,
community.
nice.
Yeah.
Me and my husband just invested in a hotel this year.
I know, I saw that. Congrats.
Thank you. Yep. We're excited.
I'm excited for y'all. It says, okay. Larry said it's always feel free to reach out to him if you need help analyzing those and working with figuring out. Yes, I am coming to Chicago. What's the cost? So we have different plans. We have payment plans. It's 4 to 5 figures of the investment. Okay, so it's different plans. So Larry will reach out to you, Monique, and then that way we could talk about the different plans that work for you. It says once you invest, do you automatically into the inner circle? Oh no, that's something separate. Yeah. Because you're not investing, you're investing in the deal on Vestor. So it's something completely separate. Did she passively invest? Who passively invest? Oh, yes, she did. Miss Belinda, she did. Thanks for this. You're welcome. Yep, details are coming. So I'll be going on tour soon. So details are coming out. I think I'm coming to October and September. I think so. Don't quote me. But I'll be coming to October when it gets warmer, but it's not too cold. Like, I won't be coming in there when it's cold. Like, that's not. I do have to go to Ohio. I don't even like traveling when it's cold because I don't like get stuck in the airport. Oh, Paulette, I forgot to tell you, I'm going to Ohio Friday.
I'll see you Friday.
Yeah, I'll see you Friday. Yeah. And so another benefit of the inner circle is, so a lot of times with these hotel conferences, Larry knows this. If you don't own a lot of hotels, they don't really talk to you. And so with the inner circle, Larry knows it's, we go around, I introduce you to people, and just makes the conference a lot, it makes the conference a lot easier when you're around someone who can make the introduction for you. I've created a platform and people, a respectable platform, and so it just makes it easier. It says, how do you manage your risk? Oh, that's a good question. Managing is, well, I manage the risk by, I try to be proactive and see how we can, one, save money. And if I see if something is going in the wrong direction and not ask questions, and if I don't know the answer or if I don't know what I'm doing, I'm okay with bringing someone on. Like my ego isn't too big where I'm okay with, like we brought in an asset manager, brought in someone who knows about hotels more than I do, right? So how can you come in and reposition this hotel, right? So that's how I would manage a risk, right? This hotel is not performing the way I think it should be performing. The management company, they're not doing what they should be doing. So I'm managing the risk by bringing an asset manager that's going to come in and handle this. That way I can talk to you all. It says, I'm on the clock and listening. You can Vestor help with passive investing? Yes, Vestor can help with passive investing. So for the folks who like, look, Davon, I hear what you're saying, but I ain't trying to do all that. I just want to invest passively. So I'm gonna put the link in the website. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. So Vestor is my crowdfunding platform where you can invest in hotels passively. There's a Belize deal on there. The minimum to invest is $2,500. I know, right? Your face was like, what? Yep, you can use your credit card to invest. Do your due diligence, consult with your financial advisor, consult with your CPA, right? There's a video on there, pitch deck, where you can view it. There's another deal on there, the minimum to invest. So the Belize deal is a development deal. There's another deal on there that's a acquisition. And that's the minimum to invest is $13,000. The Ramel's fund that he was talking about, that's $10,000. And then there's my business partner, he has a deal on there. It's not my deal, but his deal, it's a fund and it's 25,000. So it's different ways that you can invest in hotels at different levels on Vestor. So for my folks who are new to everything, I would definitely encourage you to go to the website. If you just want to passively invest, if you just like, look, I just want to passively invest directly into a hotel. If you're not ready to make that big step, then I would look into investing in stocks or REITs. It's a little bit more economical. If you're not ready to make the 4 or 5 figure investment in hotels, REITs, you can invest in as low as like $20, $30, right? So it just depends, it just depends what your money looking like. Like I said, had that conversation with your balance sheet first and your bank account first to see where you want to see how you can invest. It says, do you need to have another income source to fall back on to manage your risk? I think so. I'm a big believer in having multiple streams of income. And that's with anything. That's, as I mentioned before, I talked about real estate and entrepreneurship all on the same, which they kind of tie into each other. But you definitely want to have different income streams coming in. So you can invest, passively or own real estate, or you can have a side hustle, side business consulting. You don't want to start a franchise. For my folks who want to learn, I love it. We're definitely going to get the information. Larry is going to be reaching out to you, and he's going to really understand what you need and what you're looking for and how we can better assist you. So I'm excited. And Paulette, I'm excited to see you on Friday. We need like 30 minutes. We need like 30 minutes together.
Yep, I can't wait. I'm driving up Friday, coming back Friday night to get my kids, and then they'll be with me Saturday and Sunday.
But I'm flying in and flying back, right? So what we're talking about is a conference that I'm speaking at on Friday. So typically when I'm in like whatever city, like any of my inner circle members, I try to meet with them face to face if I can. So we'll get 30 minutes. So pull me. We're gonna meet because I'm literally coming in to speak and coming right back because my baby birthday party the next day. Okay, it says so. Okay, yes. Want to stay connected. I would love for you to be a part of the inner circle. Yeah. So we got folks signing up. I'm excited. We got folks reaching out. Y'all, we're gonna have a good time because there's not that many spots because you're gonna be working with me directly. I am human. I do have businesses to run. So it won't be a whole bunch of people. Because I want it to be fair. I'm really passionate. I know my coach gonna get me she on here, but I really like working with people And I don't want it to be where I'm overstretched and I won't have time to work with you and to talk to you, because I really want you to be successful. Okay. So the folks who want to sign up to be a part of the Inner Circle, definitely going to send you a link in the email. So you can sign up so we can get y'all ready to go. Like I said, we have payment plans, we have financing options. We're going to get y'all ready so y'all can make some money in 2025. And I'm excited for you all. We're going to get the information. Okay. I'm excited. Thank you all so much for tuning in. For those who are stuck in the snow, make sure that you are safe and dry and warm. And I will see you all next time. Our first meeting, so the last day to register because our first meeting, Inner Circle meeting, will be on the 30th. So so Paulette, make sure you're on that one. That'll be good. You'll like that one. Where we're going to have a wealth strategist come. She's going to come in and she's going to teach you how to maximize your stock portfolio. So y'all won't miss that one. Okay. So she's even my coach when it comes to stocks, creating a 6 and using your stock portfolio to be your bank to even invest in real estate. That's a whole, y'all ain't ready for that conversation. Y'all ain't ready for that yet. See, y'all ain't ready for that on how your stock portfolio can be a bank that y'all ain't ready for that. Okay, look, so we're gonna send y'all the information. I can't wait to see y'all there. Really appreciate you all, and that's right, go 2025. Okay. We got folks who want to know how they can get into the next meeting. We're gonna send it to y'all. We're gonna make y'all there. We don't want y'all to miss it. Thank y'all so much. You all have a wonderful night. And thank y'all for tuning in. And for the folks who bought the workbook, you'll get the you should got it. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all. Bye-bye.